All right, welcome to another episode of Burning Times.
Which one is this? 16?
No, it's
no,
19.
shit, no, yeah, we're like
Yeah,
19.
I don't even know why you guys are still counting.
Well, you haven't even been here for all of them, so.
Oh, man, I missed 2.
You know how many I've missed?
None. Exactly. So proud of you. You know where the podcast takes place? In your garage.
Art hasn't missed any.
Good for
It's not like we
Yes,
all
he
live,
has.
50 miles apart or anything.
we missed the same fucking weekend. Or, I'm sorry, I guess you didn't miss any. We
No.
had to reschedule a podcast.
Yeah.
I was going to say we did it by ourselves, me and you.
Right.
We rescheduled
What
a
the hell?
podcast because
We
both me and Art
skipped a week.
had something to do on the Saturday.
Yeah. Speaking of here in next month, I think around the 19th, I got a deep sea fishing trip going.
Fucker.
Yeah.
Going with work?
Yeah. Company thing. Looks like it might be kind of fun.
Maybe.
With that, I might not be here on that Saturday, so I don't know if you guys,
We can do a Sunday morning.
yeah, maybe. Well, we're going out early Saturday, I think. I'm pretty sure it's a Saturday. I have to look. I think we're supposed to be leaving out to possibly after work, depending on how early we got to go in to take off. We might just go in the morning. Yeah, so. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it's on Saturday.
I mean, it's not my cup of tea, but I've heard most people going in the morning and being back in the afternoon. So.
You know, I mean, I could very well be back early enough to where it might not even affect anything.
I doubt that.
Why is that? It's just right there. I mean, fuck. No. Wait,
Not
2
too-
hours.
2 hour
maybe.
drive.
Yeah, about 2 hour drive.
Yeah.
I'd say just a little bit less than 2 hours because Pismo's 2.5. So, I mean,
Well, I think we'd leave right out there. Avila, I think it is.
if you're leaving out of Havilah, then yeah, about 2.5.
Wait,
Yeah.
what weekend? The 19th?
Yeah, I think it's the 19th.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, because there's going to be a 1 week. No, we'll be back.
We'll be there. I was going to say, yeah. No, we'll be fine.
Oop.
Yeah. We'll be in Vegas the the last day of October, the 31st to the 4th of November.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll figure something out.
We'll have something to talk about. We're going to SEMA.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to have all kinds of stuff to talk about, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm. Seeing all those cool cars that they just like rushed to put together. Have you ever seen that?
Not only cool cars, but there's a whole bunch of YouTubers that are going to be there, too, that I watch.
Yeah, that too.
I've pretty sure there's going to be more than 5. And then plus I heard Emmett Smith is broadcasting something from there, too.
Emmett Smith, huh?
So I'm going to take my Emmett Smith fucking cards.
Huh.
See
Can I
if
have
I
your
can get that
autograph?
fucker to autograph them. Maybe give me some value to him for holding on to him for freaking 25, 30 years.
Maybe. Or pay attention.
We can't bring Kenny
I am paying attention.
to SEMA.
Oh, to SEMA?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody
I would
under
imagine not.
16.
Yeah. Well, yeah, no, I was saying that. Have you ever seen that? It might be a Twitter thing. It might be just a YouTube thing. Hell, I don't know. But they always show like the the SEMA builds that they show all the bullshit that they
Yeah.
do. Like all the booger welds and,
Yeah.
just like half-ass shit that you can't really see if you're just driving, walking by looking at it. It looks
Yeah.
cool, but if you actually get up close and it's like, ooh.
Yeah, no,
that's
some of
much.
them are just dog and pony shows.
Oh, big time.
Hurry up and get it together, and let's go show it, and then we'll bring it back and build it, or freaking
No, I don't even
sell
think they
it.
go that far. Yeah, I think they off it as soon as they get
Whatever,
done. Yeah.
I would like to believe that at least 60% of them fix it when it gets back, but reality probably 25, 30% actually do.
Yeah.
And then there's other ones that we see on TV shows that get drove into the ground.
yeah, it would be pretty fun to go check that out one time. I've never been to it.
It's something I've always wanted to do. Even when I was a kid doing hot rods and stuff with my uncle and my dad, like, I never got to be able to do it.
Yeah.
Went to all the other car shows up and down California, but never SEMA.
Yeah, no, I think my brother-in-law went to it a couple of times. But I just never been in the right place at the right time to get that pass.
You
Yeah. Is it a public thing now? Because I know for a while it was
well,
invitational only. You
it's
had to be
usually invitation only, but last year because of COVID, they started letting the public in.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not this year.
I don't know what they're doing this year. It doesn't sound like they're doing
Doesn't
that.
sound like it's public this year. Yeah.
No.
No.
Yeah, the guy we're getting tickets through is media, and we tried putting me, Rachel, Kenny, and my mom in, but since we all got the same last name, it's turning out to be a problem.
Yeah, it's gonna be kind of difficult. So
Tell them you run a family newspaper.
yeah, a family.
Yeah, but it has to
A
be
YouTube
over
ch-
16.
Oh, the rest of you.
Do a YouTube channel. You know, you report on all the SEMA stuff, all the
He
card
does
stuff.
have a little YouTube channel. He's done like two episodes. They'll be like,
Yeah,
look at this.
He's
See?
media.
There you go.
He's had 10 people view this.
Bonafide YouTuber.
Doesn't matter if they're family or not; they still viewed it.
They're all me.
Yeah, shit. So, you guys got any kind of weird stuff to talk about this week? I know we're kind of getting into the Halloween and getting close to it anyways. We're about 2 weeks away, I think, now.
I didn't do enough homework. There's a few legal cases that I wanted to talk about, but I didn't prepare well enough to. But
You and your legal cases.
I'm sorry. What would you like me to talk about? Everybody has a problem with everything I bring up to talk about.
I just like giving you shit, that's all.
I never said I had a problem.
I didn't say that either.
Yeah.
Not about legal cases.
I don't think anybody's ever said they had a problem with anything you've said.
Oh no, Art, you didn't say that you have a problem with it. You just said you and your legal cases. That's you say a lot without
that
saying
goes
much.
for on and off the mic, though.
Yeah.
I don't think that's just meaning towards what we do on the podcast.
No.
Because little do all of our listeners know how deep this guy actually goes into subjects and how mad and frustrated he actually really gets.
Lucky
we
them.
We could really make a fucking show just on Burr's fucking thoughts on legal cases.
Oh, boy.
Probably.
Yeah. We'd have to do a lot of disclaimering.
Fuck that. Why do we have to do disclaimering?
I-
This is just our thoughts, man.
What is it? How did that one go about the thoughts and ideas expressed in this show do not represent the people?
Right.
I have a topic.
Oh yeah.
Well, yeah, I don't know. It just came up today. I just thought about it.
Well, let's hear it.
What do you, what do you think about like boys playing with girl toys? Like, for example, Kenny wanted Barbie dolls. And so he got a family. He got a girl, Barbie, Ken, and 2 kids and a dog and stuff. So he has a little family. What are your guys' thoughts?
I don't know. I never asked for. I know I played with a lot of my sister's toys, but I don't think I ever asked for toys that were, what we would call girls' toys.
Yeah, but you also had a sister who had them already.
Right. I don't know.
I personally don't see a problem with it. I mean, I don't see anything weird about it. It's kind of funny though, because here not too long ago there was a big discussion in the news and all that about what was it? I don't know exactly how they put it, but they wanted to take the gender classification out of toys altogether.
Oh, like the
Like,
Mr. Potato Head. They don't want to say Mr. Potato Head.
Well, yeah, even in stores though,
Yeah.
they wanted it to where it was no longer like a girl's toy aisle and a boy's toy aisle. It was just like all intermixed, and it is what it is, and it doesn't matter, boy, girl, whatever. It's just toys. Which, I mean, I kind of see, because I am not one for all this shit that they're doing nowadays. It's like with these the shows. How would you put it? I mean, it is basically a show, but like the transgender shows and stuff like that. The drag shows. There you go. Where they're dressing out in drag and they're doing their performances and all that, and they're bringing young children to these performances. It's like, I'm not down with that kind of shit. That's not cool at all. You need to have some kind of limit to that. That's adult shit. That's not kid shit.
Yeah, I'm definitely not like subjecting Kenny to that.
Okay, so
Right.
should they have one aisle for the bathroom
Well,
products?
I guess at AM/PM there's a
Now-
transgender person.
with the with that being said, I don't give a shit if a kid, like say Kenny, if he wanted to have let's say like a Power Wheels and he wanted a pink Jeep versus a red Corvette, well, more power to you, dude. You like pink, right on, cool.
Well, what's
I
so
don't give a
funny
shit.
about this is like I was playing with him earlier and they're still doing boy stuff. Like the brother and sister were beating up on each other and the mom was farting in each other's faces. I was like, they're Barbies, but they're still doing boy type shit. You know what I mean? Like,
Is it a cartoon or are you talking like the way they're playing with the toys and interacting with the toys?
oh, the way he's playing and interacting
Oh,
with
okay.
him, he
Yeah.
is, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. No, he's
No, what's really when
I
you
think-
break it down, what's the difference between a Barbie doll and say like a GI Joe
yeah.
or whatever other
accessories.
cartoon
Yeah,
character?
honestly the accessories. He was excited that he got like a phone, and they came with a backpack and a dog. Like it came with a bunch of
Yeah.
fun fucking shit, you know.
Yeah. I don't think there should be a big issue on that kind of shit. Yeah.
What do you think?
I don't really care. I think everybody was making a bigger deal out of it than I was making it.
Well, because before you were kind of like,
Well, I don't want him to be playing with them, but I mean, if he's gonna play with them, he's gonna play
Well,
with
why
them.
not?
Huh?
Why don't you want them to play with them?
I don't want him to turn out gay.
yeah, I knew that's what it was.
So do you think that's
Yeah.
a possible like contributor to people turning out gay?
No.
Well, then your reasoning doesn't quite make sense to me.
Yeah.
Don't care if it makes sense to anybody. It's just
Fair
the way
enough.
just the way I think.
I mean, you could
Whether
just,
it's wrong, right, or indifferent, if you're asking me a question, you want my honest answer. That's my honest answer.
you can
Whether
just
it
be
makes
like,
any,
fuck it,
whether
if
it
you
makes
don't
any
like
sense
Barbie,
to anybody,
just,
I really don't care. It just
shit, if you don't
I
like
would-
I think
Barbie-
my answer would be because I don't want. I'm worried about other people's perception. You know what I mean? That if they see my boy playing with girls' toys, that what does that make other people think? I'm honest enough to tell you that I care too much about what other people think and shit that it doesn't matter. I don't know. I have a hard time letting that go sometimes.
I wouldn't care so much about what other adults thought, but when it came to other kids, like interacting with my kid, that's where I would start to draw concern. Like if you were to get, say, bullied over it or something, unacceptable. Now I'm not going to stop him from enjoying what he wants to enjoy. I'd obviously try to figure out the way to, mitigate the bullying, but that would be a concern of mine, as far as if he was, sitting there playing with obviously like girls' toys, so to speak.
You know what the
versus-
thing is? Like he won't tell the kids at school about it. Like he He
This is his own
knows-
guilty little
The
pleasure.
dark
it honestly is. Like
dirty secret.
he knows they are girl toys, and but he just likes. I
he gets embarrassed that he even has them.
He gets embarrassed he has them. I think with him he likes the idea of a family atmosphere, so he likes like a mom and a dad and kids,
Well, then
and
look,
like
back to what Kenny was saying, that I think that the fact that he's a little bit embarrassed that he has them, it enforces the fact that he ain't gay. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
for
I'm not
sure. I wouldn't
stopping
even
him
be
from-
concerned about that.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not stopping him from playing with them. If he wants to play with them, that's fine. I don't like it. It's nothing's going to change anything.
he gets embarrassed to show dad about it.
Now,
He does.
what's wild though is, and granted, he's exposed. It's not like you guys have kept him sheltered from the outside world, so to
Oh
speak.
God, no,
So
no. Mm-mm.
with his knowledge of what goes on in the world, and he's old enough to be cognitive about this stuff, he still has that disposition of like, what, these toys, I'm really not supposed to. He's already got that societal disposition.
That
and
dude
stuff.
is all boy,
It's pretty
man.
wild,
He's
you know.
already got so much little testosterone flowing through his
He
body.
likes girls very much.
See, I'm
thinks-
more upset about these cheap ass fucking toys. The price they're fucking selling for and how quick they're fucking breaking. That pisses me off.
If I gotta go buy
I
my
wanna
son a
talk about
fucking
something
Barbie,
pissing
at
me
least we
off
give him a
about
good
toys.
Barbie.
Yeah,
Fuck.
$75
Well,
for
I
this
mean-
Barbie, and it don't even fucking last.
Uh,
Can't even ride on the back of a dirt bike.
You
What the
guys
fuck?
remember
They're pretty
being?
cheap.
You
The
guys
hair-
remind
the
And
hair's
Barbie
really
ain't got no ass. Why doesn't that? You're
She's
gonna pay
really
that
skinny.
money?
I think they've
Barbie
changed
should
that.
have some ass.
I think they've changed that, haven't
Oh,
they?
you should see Ken now. I should have
She's
Kenny
got
bring out Ken.
she has TNA
Ken
now.
Ken looks completely different, doesn't he?
Oh, yeah.
Ken looks honestly. Ken
But,
looks
like,
a little bit
You guys remember being 12,
Hot?
13, 14,
No.
15, 16,
gay.
going to
Oh.
the mall and being able to go in like Toys R Us or KB Toys or
I
like-
miss KB Toys.
there
That
was so much more in the toys when you bought them back then. Like they don't even make GI Joes anymore, but if they do make something like a GI Joe, they don't move like they did when we were kids. Their joints aren't bending all the way around. The vehicles just aren't there. They're cheap freaking just quick molded fucking plastic, and they're selling them for the prices they used to. Like, it's
How much of
crazy.
that do you feel like is attributed to what you thought they were back in the day, being younger and more impressionable of, what it is over what it's made out of, versus you now being able to see it for what it is?
I think it's more to do with high-end toys.
I think it's more in to do with who's making it the fucking cheapest, and they're still able to sell it for full fucking price. And I guarantee you, dude, you pick up a GI Joe from when we were kids, because I remember duct taping them to the front of my Tony Hawk skateboard and fucking flinging them into bricks, and some of them staying together, some of them flying apart. It was a 50-50, maybe 60-40 match of what blew up versus what didn't. But the toys nowadays, it's lucky to even get out of the damn package before something falls off.
No, I don't know. I mean, I haven't bought a toy like that and interacted with it in quite a while.
I don't think
Hot Wheels are different. Hot Wheels still feel the same. They still, you're getting what you're paying for in that.
It's kind of hard to mess with that
Yeah,
formula.
but they don't
though.
even have G.I. Joe.
Well, they don't have GI Joe, but like
We never can find
the
G.I. Joe.
newer Transformers, freaking John.
Yeah, that's different.
and it's freaking full price shit. I mean,
Right.
like,
Yeah.
of course it's full price, it's brand new, but I mean, like, what we were getting for when we were kids. I mean, the price we're paying nowadays for shit.
Well, it probably just has a lot to do with inflation.
I was about ready to say inflation's a big part of that.
I don't know. You guys probably right, 100% probably right, but just the way they transform, the things do things. It's like
Well,
what's the easiest process to make this happen? Okay, cool. Where before it was like, oh man, if we made this, do that, and do this, they were more intricate.
okay.
He's-
But on
how
the
they
flip
did
side,
stuff.
there are some badass toys out there. They're high-end toys, that you can spend big money on, and be. I think that the makers are going, well, we don't have to worry as much about putting as much detail into these low-end toys. If you want low-end toys, they are what they are. But where the effort's really going and the results really being seen is those higher-end toys where, yeah, they're more expensive than what you're talking about, but you're going to see that quality.
But that's my point. Like the Signature Series fucking Transformers, you can get some of those guys for upwards around $1,200. It's like those freaking deals you were putting together.
Yeah,
that,
no, I was about ready to tell you about that. The
you're
models that I
getting
put
what
together.
you're paying for
Yeah, they're-
sure. But what I'm saying is the prices of what stuff was then to what stuff is now, it's completely different.
Yeah, I'm just trying to give you a couple of theories of reasons why. That
I think
that-
they're just getting lazy.
You know what? You've been looking for those Transformers to be a certain type for a while.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I think it's just frustrating to you.
Oh yeah,
You're
it
just
it
frustrated.
It definitely is, but I really miss
Every
being
time
able
we
to go
go to
in
the
to
toy
Toys R
section,
Us and
he
stuff
looks for that.
and actually look at toys.
Yeah,
you know?
and I can agree with you on that, especially on the Transformers side of thing, because I was really into the Transformers when I was a kid. I had Optimus Prime. I had I don't know if it was his brother or whatever, that was the white version of him that was a car carrier versus being a fucking box truck.
I got them both.
Yeah. I can't remember the guy's name.
I
but-
actually found a Bumblebee at Walmart like 4 or 5 years ago. It was like $60, and it's
Really?
the regular size fucking.
The original
Bumblebee.
size, huh?
It
yeah.
was an anniversary edition box. I haven't opened it, but
But as I was going to get to, though, like Optimus Prime, you get the ones nowadays, the modern version of them, the toy, more, like, per se, grab off the shelf at the same time you would have grabbed off the shelf the ones that we got when we were kids, and they are definitely different.
Oh,
Kenny
yeah.
has one.
oh yeah.
Kenny has an Optimus Prime.
They are way more
Yeah.
simplistic.
Very plastic
Oh.
and yeah.
And honestly, half of them don't even transform.
No,
Huh.
he didn't. He doesn't transform.
Yeah.
what the fuck?
He doesn't transform. He's just Optimus Prime.
He's like a doll.
He's just like
Yeah.
a
He's
character.
a molded out
yeah.
character.
Did you have the Dinobots?
I did. I wish I would. I had them and all the construction bots. And
Yeah, I
got-
didn't have the construction bots, but I had all the Dinobots. Those were fucking wild. I think the only one I
Yeah, they
didn't
were
have was
very
the
intricate.
pterodactyl.
Some of the new series of them don't fucking transform together.
Really?
Yeah.
That sucks. But yeah, I remember, what was it? What was the T-Rex? I can't remember his name.
I don't remember none of their
Slash?
names.
But that wasn't Slag,
Slash?
was it?
Yeah.
I thought
Slash?
Slag was the Triceratops.
No, not Slag. Slash. I think it was Slash.
No, it was like Grimlock.
No, you're right. It is
Yeah. Yeah.
Grimlock.
Didn't he have the little spark thing on him on the Transformer? When he was like a T-Rex version of him, there was a deal you could like strike on the back of his neck, and he would throw sparks out of his mouth.
I don't think I ever saw that
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
I only
Yeah.
played with girl toys. But yeah.
She's like, I had an easy bake.
Oh,
Are you saying Transformers aren't girl toys?
I didn't play with them. But go back to the girl and boy toys thing. I only played with Barbies and like Strawberry Shortcake and Rainbow Bright, She-Ra, stuff like that.
And so you know what's interesting that you only have your brother is
Cabbage Patch.
much younger than you, so your peer, I'm sure it was Jennifer, that two siblings that same sex, we're gonna play these games. So me and Christina were the same, close to the same age. We're our peer siblings, and it was funny, like the things that we would play together, we would play them so differently. Like we would get out the Legos, and all I wanted to do was build shit with Legos, and she wanted to build it and then actually fucking make the dolls walk around and fucking do their daily routine and shit. And I'm like, fuck that. I don't give a shit about making them do stuff. I'm just here to build.
I was a destructive little kid, man. I would build stuff out of Legos just to
Kenny.
drop it off of the table and see how it would break.
That's-
And
that's
just
Kenny.
try to
That's
analyze
totally
how it
Kenny.
would break.
Yeah.
I got him it's a Ferrari race set. Comes with the truck and trailer, like the semi truck and trailer, and 2 Indy cars that go inside of it, and it's got guys with toolboxes. The whole 9 yards. It was like $2.99. I saved it. Finally, I was like, hey, if you want to play with it, you can play with it. Yada yada yada. Just keep it together. Next time I seen it, I think it was like a wheel is the only thing I could recognize off of it, dude. I was like,
Yeah.
oh my god,
That's what I'm saying,
freaking
man.
killing me, Smalls.
He was
Come
3 when
on.
you gave it to him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He should
Not a good
No,
He should've-
that was
yeah.
probably not a good
He should
idea.
have known better.
He should have known
Yeah.
better.
Yeah.
He being you. I know, yeah. I
Well, like,
love to
for-
get Legos for kids, but fucking, of course, you want to see them like keep every piece and make sure that they're able to put it back to the right. No,
Nope.
that doesn't happen.
They end up in a bucket all mixed together.
That's what we have. Is
Yeah.
a bucket with
Yeah.
them all mixed
I
together.
had a friend when I was living in Nevada.
You had a
My
friend?
parents were married still, and him and his sister had their own like bedrooms, but also had a bedroom next to their bedrooms. That was their playrooms.
Oh, nice.
And Dad built the girl. It was a dollhouse that was like 6 stories, and it was on a rolling table, bigger than the one we got here that broke in half. Opened up where
Oh,
she,
so you can
she
get
could
inside of
play
it and play
inside
all the
stuff.
bullshit. Yeah.
And he had a whole bunch of tables that would roll around that were all the city pieces. So it had streets and all sidewalks and stuff
That's cool.
glued to the tops, and he had the full out Lego cities, skyscrapers and shit. I mean, these were 20 foot by 12 foot fucking rooms, and most of it was all these boxes and his. And he had more Legos and boxes than you could freaking dream, dude. It was like Scrooge McDuck diving into all the coins.
And go
That's
swimming
how I
through the
felt
Legos.
every time I went over there, because you could sit there and play for hours with that.
What was that? DuckTales?
Yeah, it was.
DuckTales. Ooh.
But yeah, even the girl toys nowadays are not like, you can't find the shit they had back then.
No.
I was looking for my first stuffed animal I ever got. Freaking helped me sleep all night in my bed. It's called My Pet Monster.
Have you guys seen those?
Have you guys seen those?
No.
Oh, it's a
Okay.
total 80s thing.
They
Didn't he
were
have like chains?
yeah,
plastic?
he had
Yes,
chains,
yes.
big old nasty nose like Gonzo, but
Yeah.
warts.
He was like
and-
3 feet tall.
Blue?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Was it
Yeah.
blue?
yeah.
Yeah.
It was all
Okay,
kinds
yeah,
of
I
colors.
do remember those.
Okay.
No, I think it was
yeah.
like purple.
It had- yeah,
They were-
Maybe, yeah.
they were
they're-
like $40, $50 when we were kids. You can't find one now for under $1,000.
Oh, it
Oh,
wouldn't,
shit.
Yeah, wouldn't surprise me.
I wish I'd never got rid of
One
it.
of my old coworkers got one for his birthday last year. I showed Katie. I was like, look.
Well, yeah,
He was
you
kind of
imagine,
jealous.
like Cabbage Patch Kids or
Yeah,
He's like, what the? And the guy's like our age, so he was all happy holding it.
that was one. I had
Ooh.
a Cabbage Patch Kid. That's kind of a more of a girl toy,
Mhm.
but yeah, a lot of boys had them.
I had one.
Of course, there was a boy. I had the one that had just a little poof of hair right up in the middle of his fucking head.
Which is a girl toy.
Yeah, I never did that. Had the stuffed animals and stuff as a kid, but never
I had a Cabbage
Never really
Patch.
any
have the
dolls.
Care Bears. Wasn't it the Care Bears?
Care
They
Bears.
turn into their pouch, turn into a ball or something like that.
No, they shot a fucking
No,
beam
that-
out of their belly.
I don't remember, but I had had
I
Care
remember
Bears, too.
those, but I don't think
Popples. Is it Popples?
Yeah, that sounds a little bit different.
that sounds a little more like it. I don't remember what they were, but I do remember those things being around. But it was weird. Yeah, like you said, you could like roll it into a little ball into its
I
own
don't think
little
it was
fucking
Care
pocket.
Bears, though.
No, it definitely wasn't Care
Care
Bears.
Bears had something on their tummy, but it wasn't because they rolled back into each other.
Yeah, no, the Care Bears cartoon was pretty cool.
Yeah.
That I watched, especially that grumpy one. Would he have the little storm cloud on him? Was that the grumpy
Probably.
one?
Like hearts and rainbows and yeah, probably.
They
a
always
storm
had
cloud.
one grumpy character though. You notice that? There's always in all those like big group style fucking cartoons and shit. There's always the one that was like a grump.
What's that say about Art that he gravitates towards the grumpy character?
I know. I was like, I was thinking that, but
Yeah. What can I say?
Who's your favorite Sesame Street character?
Popples.
Sesame Street.
Yeah,
That's kind of
Popples.
tough.
Popples.
And it's not automatically Oscar the Grouch.
No, I do like him.
Big Bird.
No, actually, Big Bird's not really up there on my top of my list.
That'd be Big Bird for me.
Beaker's pretty cool.
I think you're mixing up Jim Henson. What is it? The Muppets.
Is that the Muppets?
Yeah, Beaker was from.
Oh, it is the Muppets. Sesame Street.
Muppets. I used to love the Muppets.
The Dracula. He's pretty cool. A 1, a 2.
The
Three.
Count.
Count. There you go, the Count. Yeah. He was pretty cool.
Oh, yeah. I was
And
like,
Cookie Monster. I mean, everybody loved Cookie Monster.
He was too spastic for me. Like, dude, calm down.
Nah, he was cool. The Snuffleupagus.
Snuffleupagus is my boy.
Big old elephant.
Smoking that dank.
He did look high.
Fucking stone, bro.
Well,
that'd be a hole with water in it.
it's a deep subject for shallow minds.
so what'd you have, Burr?
What? A bag of weed. Oh no,
We need the bag of weed.
had some legal things that went down. Some interactions with the police.
Some
that I wanted to
legal
talk about.
interaction.
Yeah.
You're not talking about the dude that got pulled over with the dog on the back of his motorcycle?
I didn't even hear about that one.
No.
They did charge the walleye guys finally.
Yeah, I saw that.
Like 3 felonies.
I didn't get into it. I just saw
Well,
the
'cause
headline that they actually got.
Probably grand
fine.
theft, man.
And they seized the boat. They
seized the boat. I saw that for sure.
It was used in the commission of a felony.
Yeah. But well, the one dude, he was already on trial for poaching.
Yeah.
I think it was the one that was taken off whenever all the weigh-ins started happening, and the one dude bolted away.
That
I
makes
think it was
sense.
that guy.
He's all, fuck, they're taking me to jail right now.
Yeah. They got out on bail though. I think they only had like a $5,000 bail or some shit.
Yeah, but still, make sure they go to court.
Oh, they're gonna go back, go court, all that good shit.
You're gonna have their licenses revoked for life.
I would hope so.
I would expect so. I've heard of poachers, getting their rights taken away for a lot. Well, I don't know what I want to say is a lot less, but I guess it's up to the individual to judge this thing on whatever they think it is. But it's not like they, are killing endangered species or, stuff like that. But
hey, there goes those
I had a little side
talks.
conversation. Yeah,
side talk.
that's why we need video.
Sorry, we were having a side conversation.
We're just saying side
The
talk.
audience is not.
Yeah.
This is like when the attorneys want to go up and talk to the judge. And
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like you never did catch that. You
Speaking
never
of-
get to catch that shit.
I will say one of the deals I was watching, wanting to talk about, one of the attorneys, they go up to the bench and this dude's being basically talking at his normal talking voice, being all loud and shit, and somebody comes up and everybody can hear. Like, shut the fuck up, bro.
Oh man, was one of them about that guy over in I think South Carolina growing hemp?
I haven't watched that one yet.
Did you see it pop up?
Yeah.
That's pretty wild. So they basically, is it South Carolina?
I don't remember where it's something like that.
I think it is. I might be wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure it is South Carolina. Anyways, they just recently passed legislation that allows the agricultural farming of hemp, not of marijuana, but of hemp. So it's got to be below, like, I think it's 0.3% THC levels or some
and then
shit like that.
also get used for the hemp.
Well,
It's
yeah, obviously.
If you don't process that hemp and put it to use, you're probably gonna
Right.
not leaving a very good trail for law enforcement.
They have that in other states too. Yep.
So, anyways, what this is also kind of leading into is the legalization of medical and then possibly recreational marijuana in South Carolina. The main, I don't know if he's like the state drug enforcement, like the head of the state drug enforcement type shit or whatever, but, you know, obviously he's opposed to this. He doesn't want legalization of marijuana. It's considered the worst drug ever, and yada yada. They got him on record. He's totally opposes it. He's trying to do everything he can to stop that from happening. So this hemp thing got passed. It's legal. You got to go through the state. You got to basically get a permit, and then you can grow so much hemp for ag use, or, you know, for what would be the other term?
They use it for different things. They'll grow it and then they'll make like the oils and different things. That's usually what they use it for.
For oil and for fiber and
Fibers and
yeah,
stuff
just
like
different
that.
kinds of shit like that.
We provide insurance for that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, anyways, what happened is apparently the spot that he got approved for, it due to a drought or something like that, wasn't going to be suitable. You know, it wasn't going to grow there. So he put in an amendment, which the state allows for, to move his crop to a different area on his property and grow it there instead. And apparently, as far as everything that he knew, he was okay to go ahead and start doing this. And they had sent out inspectors to check his crops and all this other shit. And all of a sudden, out of the blue, he gets a notice from the state saying, yeah, no, you're in violation. You're going to have some people paying you a visit and all this stuff. And so he shows up to his place one time, and there is literally an army of people there. This organization called SLED, which I guess regulates all this stuff, and they have a warrant, and essentially they arrest the guy. They do not allow him to call his lawyer, and they ask him, more or less ask him for permission to cut down and destroy his crop. And he's like, I'd like to call my lawyer first. And they start talking, hee-hawing around a little bit. Well, all of a sudden, this head dude pulls the arresting officer to the side. They cut the body cams where they're not recording, and they come back, and then as they're recording again, they tell the guy, no, you know what, you're not going to be able to call anybody right now, and we're going to go ahead and start destroying this field because we have a warrant to do so. Come to find out, they'd already gone through 2 fucking different places to try and get a warrant for this place and got denied, and finally went to this magistrate, I think it's called, and got a warrant in order to basically go out there and stop the production of, like, cease it, you know, like, okay, look, you know, check this out. You can go out there, look at it, see if it's out in violation. If it is, then you can let them know that they are in violation. They got to do what they got to do to get this right. They had no warrant to actually go out there and seize anything or destroy any crops or anything like that. They took it upon themselves to do that. They happened to take all kinds of fucking videos about it and all this other shit. They were posting on their social medias about this big crop bust that they did and all this other shit. Well, now the guy's out of jail, and he's actually got, I think it's one of the district representatives or something like that backing him up. He's got a couple of lawyers that are involved. They're suing like 3 or 4 different departments for violating his constitutional rights. And yeah, it's a pretty wild fucking deal. There's about like a half an hour video, I think it is. It's like a news story.
It's like 28 minutes. 20
Yeah. It's pretty wild to show, and they say he's like, I feel like, you know, they're just trying to use me as an example, trying to deter people from wanting to pursue this industry in order to like help them gain some leverage to stop the recreational or the medical marijuana side of things.
Right.
So it's like, you know, they don't even really give a shit about what he's doing. They just want to use them as an example so they can fucking further their agenda.
That's
And
too
yeah,
bad.
yeah, and it comes the more they dig into it, the more it looks like that they violated several of his rights, and so
Dude, there's some
yeah,
dirty shit out there. They do.
yeah.
I watched a video earlier today. I think it was Chicago or something like that. These cops were serving a eviction notice, final notice, and telling them, the mover's going to come in and pretty much box up your shit, take it out of here. And I don't know if they arrested the homeowners or they weren't there or exactly. That wasn't very clear, but the whole thing was the homeowners requested the body cameras off the officers all doing the eviction notice because they were walking through the house and they were finding bongs and coke and all this other shit. So I imagine they got arrested. I'm not 100% sure. But either way, 2 or 3 of the cops were going through their shit and stealing like watches and fucking necklaces, family heirlooms of shit, and basically stuffing their pockets full and making the moving crew wait outside and then going out to their truck and dumping everything and then going back in and going after more shit.
Wow. Where was this at?
I think it was Chicago.
Like, how do people forget they have a body cam? Like,
Let's see if I can find it again.
They don't forget. They're just
What the
expect that it's
fuck?
never gonna, you know.
it's a bunch of bullshit.
Well, it's crazy how they can get away with it.
Yeah.
I almost
Oh.
wonder if it's one of those things where they get so used to having it on them that they just like they do forget about it. Like
Well,
they
I
just
think
forget that thing's even there because it's on them, 24/7, and they're so used to them, and it's just
Well,
like
they
a
can turn them
normal-
on and off.
Yeah, they can. But I think there's ways for it to automatically come on too. I think it's typically set to where it's supposed to, if it detects any motion or sound or something at a certain level, then it's supposed to come on.
Never heard
I
of
could
that.
be wrong on that, but
Well, I think she thought because it was a female cop that was the perspective of.
of course she thought she turned it off,
And I think she thought she turned it off
but she actually turned it on.
and turned it on.
There we go.
So I believe she'd went in, got some stuff because the video starts off with her asking her coworker to open his truck up. She needed to put something in there, and he was kind of questioning it. And then finally got the door open. She started unloading stuff out of her pockets, and he was like, "What the hell?" She's like, "Oh, there's all kinds of good shit, yada yada yada." And he's like, "Oh, make sure your camera's off. Let's go back in there." And
And they can't touch the recordings on that thing, right? The
No.
officers?
I'm not sure how it works.
Well, I mean, it's not shit. Yeah, I shouldn't start quoting it because I don't really know for sure.
That's a good question.
I don't think they can
Is
fuck
it
with
live or is it something that they have to watch like after the fact? Like, what is it?
No, I don't think it's live. I think that'd be a little hard to do.
Yeah, I know it is recorded
Yeah.
because I know that there's been requests.
I watched
in
this
court.
other one. I just seen it right now. This guy sets up a grow house and then turns himself in.
The fake grow house?
Yeah, he's all.
I haven't looked into
they're-
that one yet.
They're growing mad trees in this place.
Mad
They get the cops. He's got it rigged up with cameras. Shows them going in. They look all around. They finally get to the grow room, and it's 2 little tiny Christmas trees in pots.
Now, I think there's a law against doing that, though, isn't
Yeah,
there?
you can't call the cops for something just to make it up. Remember that thing we watched the other day with the
Oh yeah,
guy with the camera?
that chick should be in trouble.
and she thought that he had a gun in his back.
the dude
her
was
back
doing
pocket.
First Amendment audits
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
First Amendment audit.
and
seen that?
was on the
No.
side
Oh, that's interesting.
on the sidewalk recording from a public view, 1,000% legal.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes by this crane yard, and he's on the sidewalk. He's looking wherever he can look, and he's video recording.
Is that the guy that goes back and forth with him, calling him a racist, and he's like,
No.
some
No.
different. No, okay.
No, the guy he had a problem with him recording the cranes, from the sidewalk, and the dude ends up grabbing his camera and throwing it against the wall,
Oh shit.
and he ends up calling the cops on the auditor, telling him, you're not supposed to be here, yada yada yada, and calling the cops, and like he'd call the cops, say a whole bunch of shit, and then while they were trying to ask him questions, he'd hang up on them, and so the operator'd have to call him back.
That was a girl.
He did it too.
Oh, okay.
Had to call him back, and he'd answer a couple of questions, start over talking him, then hang up on him. They had to call him back like 3 times to get all the information. Well, then while they're out front waiting for the auditor's waiting for the cops. He goes kind of walking off, and he turns around, goes back, and doing his thing. And the secretary inside started calling, "Hey, there's a guy out there. He's confronting my boss. I think he's got a gun in his back pocket. Yada yada yada." He was taking pictures of kids at the school across the street, and then hangs up on them.
Yeah.
And then they call her back, and she's like, "I don't know. I think he's got a gun. I can't tell. He's too far away. Something's in his back pocket." And she ends up hanging up on him again. Calls back, and she calls.
Like, quit hanging up, bitch.
Well, she calls back and tells him that he has a gun, and he's across the street from the school because there's a elementary school or something on the other side of this building. And dude, they send out like I think it was like 30 cops, like dispatched right now. Gets there, and they see the auditor on the corner. He's standing there with his hands up. He knows what's going on. And
Yeah.
the first dude jumps out, and it goes to his body camera, and he's like, starts talking with him, gets his bag off, and kind of realizes what's going on, and fucking has a heyday with the fucking owner of the crane place. And then they go in and talk to the chick that called and said that there was a gun. Like, you can't be doing that. That's
They went off.
it didn't say whether any charges were brought up on her or not, but there definitely should be.
You can't be making stuff up.
You can't be making shit up just to get them out there
Yeah.
quicker.
Just to get people out there. No,
Oh.
that's wrong.
I get it. When I got to get a cop out here soon, I tell him I got a gun and I'm going to shoot him if he comes over here.
He calls him about himself.
Just want to let you guys know if you get here and there's a dead guy.
Funny.
It's because you didn't get here fast enough. Oh shit. Huh. So. Damn it! I had just like breaking down here. Hey, let's talk about this. Yeah, this might be fun to talk about. So, we were talking about new movies coming out last week, right?
Yeah.
Like Super Mario and all that.
Yeah.
I guess they're bringing out a new Scooby Doo.
Oh, okay.
Have you seen that?
No.
Yeah. Either that or maybe it's a series.
Have you guys? Can I throw a movie out there? Have you guys seen anything about Violent Night?
No.
No.
Oh man.
Oh, yes. With Santa Claus?
Yeah.
Yes.
I want to see that shit.
Yes, we did. We saw the previews for that. Where did we see the previews for
Like
that?
a
at?
horror movie, Christmas movie, or what?
You know what I'm talking about?
Action
Santa?
movie, Christmas movie.
And he goes
okay.
crazy.
Um,
Where were we
Well,
watching that at?
Santa's real, like a real Santa, and
Those bad
there's
guys.
some bad guys, try to rob these rich people,
And Santa comes in and kicks their ass, or
Yeah,
what?
pretty much.
seasons beatings.
Yeah, it's the season's beating. That's his little
Fucking
catchphrase.
chops them up and feeds them to the reindeers.
Yeah, they're all the bad guys are on his naughty list.
You send Krampus after him?
No, Santa's a fucking G, dude. You need to. The preview starts out with him sitting in a bar, chugging a beer, lets out a big old burp, and the bartender goes, "You're not
Hanging out with a fucking cocaine bear?
No, hanging out with all the other Santas."
Oh, there's more than one Santa.
Well, come on, man. It's Christmas time. They're at a bar. Okay.
The Santas from the department
who-
stores.
Okay.
Where are who?
I thought he was talking like
Oh,
an
my
actual
Lord.
real Santa Claus.
Yeah,
Like
the main
Saint
one,
Nick.
the
The main
star of
one.
the movie. He's at a bar when the preview starts.
No, I'm talking as if the
Sitting at
movie
a-
premise, it was like actually Saint Nick from the North Pole, not
It
fucking.
is.
You just said there were actors from the fucking mall.
Sitting next to him. The
Oh,
single
okay.
one, Saint Nick, is sitting
there drinking
at a
beers.
bar drinking a beer.
Get
Lets
it?
out a big old burp.
Okay.
The other Santas are sitting around. They're not real. He's real.
Okay.
The bartender says, "You're not driving, are you?" And he says, "I steer little. The reindeer do most of the work." Now it's not as funny after Art fucking butchered the whole goddamn. And
I didn't butcher shit.
another Santa sitting down the way says, "I've been doing this for 4 years. How long you been doing it?" And if he goes, "I started the whole thing."
Started it.
Well, fucking,
I thought he passed the job along after a while.
he's a fucking
That
G,
was that was
dude.
different.
I want to
It's a
see this.
different Santa
I want to see
theory.
this movie because he's a fucking badass.
There's so many different Santas.
Santa
Yeah.
Claus being a badass might be interesting. I want to see Cocaine Bear.
They're making a movie?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Pablo Escobar, huh?
Pablo Escobar is getting his own fucking movie.
Fucking A.
Yeah. And they're going to dice it up a little bit, though. Instead of it just being him finding it, eating it, and dying, apparently he finds it, eats it, and goes on a cocaine-fueled rager through a town.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Got to. Let's go pick up some girls. Let's go party.
I don't think it's that kind of a rager. I think he's like fucking people up, you know.
Whatever. You know,
I don't
different
know.
strokes for different folks.
Yeah.
Makes me think of the beginning of Wolverine for some reason. I can't wait.
What?
I can't wait for this new Deadpool to come out.
Yeah. Oh, apparently, Ryan Reynolds and why can't I think of his goddamn name
Because he's
right
not
now?
popular.
I know.
I don't know.
We were
His-
just
his
talking about
friend.
him. You know,
Is not his friend T.J. Miller?
T.J. Miller. They made up.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
So
Oh,
does
good.
that
Yeah. Apparently.
does that mean he's going to be in the movie?
No.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like I said, he had some other like valid reasons for not wanting to be in the movie.
Yeah. No. I saw a little headline somewhere that apparently they made up. They're no
Good.
longer.
They're two
Batting.
great comedians. They're both hilarious, if you ask me. Dude, T.J. Miller's timing and his like super calm delivery. Dude, that guy's hilarious.
Yeah, he's pretty funny. I like him too.
He is funny.
Yeah.
I will give you that.
You know what I'm talking
He
yeah,
is
I know the
about?
bartender.
Bartender.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but I think he should still be in it.
I know.
He's a good character in the movie.
It's already too old. If you ask him, he doesn't want to stay on a project for that long.
I don't know. Money's green. I mean,
Yeah, but
money never changes colors.
they're
I don't know if he's really made some of the smartest decisions out there when it comes to that. 'Cause
yeah, I think he's more worried about staying true to his art than getting rich.
it would almost have to be, dude, because he was in I can't remember what TV series it was, but a fairly popular, like, I would assume good paying role in a TV series and dropped it to do that Emoji movie. Which-
I don't know.
Yeah, have you guys?
Yeah. We have a kid.
Well, yeah, that's true.
Yeah. We've seen it.
But yeah, no, it's like, all right, dude. But yep, they made up after Deadpool spat. Here we go. T.J. Miller says he's made up with Ryan Reynolds days after complaining that Deadpool star embarrassed him on the set of Deadpool 2. He said this on the Adam Carolla show, apparently. He said on the Adam Carolla show recently that Reynolds was horrifically mean to him on set during a lib that implied
Horrifically?
Miller's
Wow.
character was the only in the movie to provide setups for Reynolds, the real star.
Well, yeah. I mean, come on.
Yeah, I mean...
He's Deadpool.
Exactly. It's that's the part that kind of cracks me up. It's like, how can you be upset about being a secondary in a movie when
Wait, go back and read me that again.
here Reynolds was horrifically mean to him on set during a lib that implied Miller's character was only in the movie to provide setup for Reynolds, the real star,
It's true.
which is 100% true. I mean, you are a supporting actor. You're a supporting role in the movie. You're not a main role. The movie is literally called Deadpool. It's not called Deadpool's Buddy the Bartender.
Oh, okay.
What is-
I don't even remember what his name is in the movie.
I don't either.
Weasel.
No, I can't tell you either.
Weasel.
Weasel, yeah. But anyways, yeah, like I said, they made up. So good for them.
Yay.
Yay! Should we try to give them
Good.
Yay.
Yay. All right. So. All right. Well, anybody else got? Oh, well, we kind of jumped off track here. There is a new Scooby-Doo movie. It's a Halloween movie. Trick or Treat, Scooby-Doo. So everybody's kind of up in arms about Velma.
Scooby-Dooby-Doo. Where are you?
Well,
Who's Velma going to
Why?
be?
Velma is apparently coming out in this movie as a lesbian.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm not surprised by that.
What's that?
Not surprised by that.
No, a lot of people aren't, and but then again, there's all kinds of people that are pissed off about it too, and they're like, "Why you gotta put all that shit into a kids movie?"
Kind of got to agree.
Do you know they have that
Yeah.
in the Loud House? You know, you say yeah, but in the Loud House, his friend, Lincoln's friend, has 2 dads.
Yeah, but that show started off like that.
Yeah. True.
It wasn't. They didn't go
True.
halfway or fucking
Why did they change it?
40 years down the fucking road and go, you know what? Maybe we should. No.
She's always
That's
been
not
a
the
lesbian.
Well, I know I read somewhere the writer person who came up with Scooby Doo, Harrison, I think it is right here. Yeah. Basically from the get go was kind of like wanted to implement Velma as a lesbian, like
wanted to, right?
right.
But out of all the years that it aired, did it ever say anything about her being straight, gay?
No,
Transsexual,
but you got to
bisexual?
remember what the dynamic was too back when Scooby Doo first came out.
Don't matter.
That,
All I'm
that
saying
wouldn't have
is,
been exactly appropriate, or it
and
wouldn't have been
it's appropriate now.
I agree with Kenny.
okay. Appropriate would probably be the wrong
All of a
word.
sudden, now it's appropriate.
Yeah.
We still shooting
Honestly,
people.
Yeah.
No, that's the thing.
Name-
They're trying
Name
to
name that movie.
It's not appropriate, but they're trying to normalize. They're trying to get kids to watch these shows that are normalizing these kinds of behaviors so that the kids grow up accustomed to it, saying that, yeah, that's the way things are.
It's a good conversation because it's the truth.
Is okay. Well, now let's put
That's
it
the
this way.
truth,
Now,
yeah.
is it appropriate for Daphne and Fred to have their kind of relationship dynamic thing?
Don't look at me. I would say yes. Look at them.
Is that appropriate though in the kids show? Or
Like sex?
I would.
Well, no,
Take,
because
like,
we're
kissing?
saying
Yeah.
Well,
Be
we're
a
saying
boyfriend and girlfriend? Yeah. That's fine.
I don't think it ever showed them kissing though.
no. Okay.
I don't even think it ever showed them really hugging either.
Well, what about? I know there were times in there when there would be a character that. Why can't I think of any of these fucking characters' names right now? I'm
'Cause
Because
high
you're
as
older than
fuck.
fuck.
Well, you
No,
don't
I'm
know
just high.
actors. You're not a good
Yeah,
actor.
but we're talking about cartoon
I know, but you
characters.
still really don't. You're not
Scooby
really,
Doo.
not really good at
buddy.
that. It's not your thing.
Scrappy Doo,
No, not Scrappy Doo.
Shaggy.
Shaggy. Okay.
How do you not
So-
know Shaggy?
That's what I'm saying. I'm just like fuck high. as
Anyways,
fuck.
Shaggy what?
Anyways, they would have like little kind of cameo characters come on basically, and it would be a girl or something, and Shaggy would fall in love with her or be enamored by her, or Scooby would be somehow. Now, would that stuff be appropriate in the cartoon?
Yeah, why?
Yeah,
Why wouldn't
I
it?
don't think that's taking it past any kind of lines.
Okay. Velma seeing a girl and crushing on her in the show. That's inappropriate?
I don't find it. I don't know. I feel differently.
I don't find it.
What's the
offensive. I
age
don't-
level
I
that
don't
we're
find it
targeting?
offensively, but I don't think
Kenny.
they need to implement something that hasn't already
He's
been
5.
implemented.
Up to how high?
I don't know. Oh, to adults.
Well, if the adults are the target audience, then yeah, anything's appropriate. If the target audience is children that haven't hit puberty, or probably a few years off from puberty, no, I don't think that's appropriate. I don't think anything sexual, anyway, whether it's heterosexual, homosexual, it shouldn't. And I think that the norm is a woman that gives birth to a baby that came from a man inseminating her.
We'll stand here with my panties around my ankles.
I don't know why
No, that's a
inseminating
beautiful
was
turd.
such a random word to use. Okay, go ahead.
Anyway, like I said,
How did we go
this stuff
from
is to try
Scooby-Doo
to.
to insemination?
I'm trying to tell you, this stuff is trying to normalize things for kids that are now like a new norm. Okay, where do we draw the line? So I say this isn't appropriate, not because that's stuff that I don't believe in, but it's stuff that I think is too early for kids to be learning about on their fucking cartoons. Now, some other things that I also think that it is too early for them to be learning about on their cartoons is drugs, losing loved ones, some adult themes,
I think
most criminal activity, like I don't want to see anything glorifying criminals.
Oh, I don't know. You're kind of starting to narrow down what you can make a cartoon out of.
they're definitely not watching Family Guy.
Yeah, Family Guy, The Simpsons, fucking Rick and Morty. These are all cartoons
Johnny Bravo?
I enjoy watching. Johnny Bravo is
Mr. Pickles.
Johnny Bravo has a lot of seriously inappropriateness in it.
Dick figures.
Dick Figures was great, dude. I wonder if that's still
Ren and
around.
Stimpy.
I'm sure it is.
Ren and Stimpy had a lot of serious inappropriateness in it.
Yeah, Ren and Stimpy was.
We don't. Yeah, that's stuff we don't let
Oof.
Kenny watch though. But in regular shows, they do. Like I said, the
Well, I
show that he
think-
watches right now, they have two dads. That's like he talks about my dads. And that's just a regular kid show.
Right, they're just trying.
Targeted
They're
to
just trying to normalize that kind of thing. So
right.
they're like, oh yeah, that's just my
two dads.
my characters on my TV show that
And
I watch
honestly,
are like that.
Kenny hasn't said nothing.
I can't. I
all.
don't really see
Yeah.
a problem with it when it's put in on a level like that.
No.
There's just like the sitcoms. There's one my sister loves to watch. I don't know if it's still on or not, but what is it? Queen of the House or something like that. I don't know. Or Modern Family maybe.
Two different shows. I
I think it's maybe Modern Family, but there's a gay couple that
don't know. Oh yeah, Modern Family.
has an adopted kid or
Right.
something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, so like cool, whatever.
The fat
you know.
dude and the skinny dude.
I want to say so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit, I've seen of it.
It's
It was
a
fucking
good
funny.
show.
Yeah,
It's
I
so
was
funny.
gonna say I've got no criticism of the show from what
Oh.
I've seen
So
of it.
funny.
No, it's fucking hilarious.
I'm
I
not
love
a
that
huge
show.
sitcom person, but you know.
Speaking about gay guys, you had a gay guy hit on you the other day.
Oh yeah.
You know I was
Uh-oh.
gonna go there.
I think he tries flirting with me all the
He
time.
totally was flirting with him.
All the time.
All the time.
As a coworker or something.
He works at one of the stands I work at. Yeah.
You're gonna have to me too his ass, huh?
He wants it, I think. Better watch out.
I guess.
And he's got options.
Yeah.
Now I got options.
He was skinnier than me, so
Does
yeah.
he make your frappuccino extra special?
Well, he made Jimmy's and his girlfriends.
They're pretty good.
Yeah?
That's what I've heard.
So evidently, it was pretty good.
He puts some love into him.
I'm sure he
Mm.
did.
He makes some extra special.
He was all
for
mad
you.
because he didn't say hi to him.
Yeah, I didn't.
You
say-
cold shouldered him, huh? You ghosted his ass.
Well, he was talking.
Playing hard to get.
He was talking to somebody. I didn't want to interrupt him.
Nah, Kenny's playing hard to
Kind of
get.
funny, actually.
That's what it is.
Oh.
He's doing that whole, like the law of attraction thing, like playing hard to get. So
We
now
got
they
hey,
kinda
we
want
got
some
free
more.
fucking drinks. It's all good.
Hey, free coffee is free coffee, all right?
If he has to flirt a little, but we're all good.
It's like that thing, I'm not gay, but $20 is $20. But I'm not gay, but free coffee is free coffee, man.
Right. Yeah, no, he's fucking funny though. But he does kind of flirt. I'll go to the stand sometimes and get through the door. There's the sticker on the outside, so you can't see in.
Sneak up behind him.
No, he'll hide behind the door and try scaring me when I come through. And it's like I just look
Oh,
at
he's
him like
totally flirting.
Oh, boy. You come back over there and grab you by your hips.
What's he wearing when he's doing this?
we're close.
Pants and a shirt.
Does
Oh,
it
dress.
does it matter what the fuck he's wearing? I mean,
Okay, where's the click it, push it.
Which one?
Pull my panties down
Yes,
my ankles
exactly.
and fucking sit here like a goddamn baseball catcher.
Mm.
Shit.
Yeah. Anyways.
We're going to have to keep updated on that. See if. you
What
ever-
kind of relationship develops?
Yeah.
You want me to bring him
no.
over so you can meet him?
No.
No.
He might like you.
No, I doubt it.
Uh,
All right. Well, you know what? We have hit probably about close to an hour here. I don't know. Once I cut a bunch of shit out, 45 minutes.
sounds like you're ready to go.
Aw.
No, I can keep going. You got some more to talk about? Or?
You have to cut out our
I'm gonna go.
thrilling banter.
What?
We're fucking like music to the ears, man.
Music to the
Well, I'm gonna
ears.
go check on Kenny, so you guys can continue.
Mm.
All right.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Well, we can talk about that, actually. That's what I was trying to find again. I know we usually don't get too political, but this one's pretty good. New York, their congressional race is getting pretty spicy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So we have congressional candidate Mike Itkis.
Itkis?
Itkis.
Why does that sound so familiar?
Itkis.
Itkis.
Yeah. Anyways, he's going against Representative Jerry Nadler. So, this Itkis guy, he's willing to go deep for your vote, apparently. Real deep.
How deep?
Well, if you're really that curious, you can go on to Pornhub and you can see the video yourself.
Ooh.
You can upload any kind of video you want, Pornhub.
Yeah, you can, but apparently this guy, Mr. Mike Itkis, he is, or has released a sex tape to show he's got the goods to go to Washington.
He's got the goods.
So, yeah, he's in a battle with long-time incumbent Representative Jerry. I don't know, maybe it's Representative or Republican. I think Representative. Anyways, it's
No, it's a
Rep Jerry Nadler.
Republican.
Is he? Okay.
That's what it means when they throw that up there.
That REP?
I think so.
Yeah, okay. Well, whatever it is. The challenger is running on a sex-positive platform. So to prove he's not all talk, he posted a 13-minute video of him doing the deed with porn star Nicole Sage. He posted the video titled Bucket List Bonanza on a popular porn site. They don't say which one it is, but we can all probably guess it is Pornhub. As for Bonafides, it's all about how legalizing sex work, or Itkis is all about legalizing sex work, so that's how he rolls. He told City and State, if I were to just talk about it, it wouldn't demonstrate my commitment to the issue. And the fact I actually did it was a huge learning experience and actually influenced items on my platform. Would you vote for a congressman that came out and was like, hey, check it out. I'm pro-sex. I'm pro-sex workers. And to prove it, you can go watch me in a porn.
That's not going to earn my vote on its own. It
wouldn't affect your vote at all?
Only slightly in the positive.
To the positive?
Only very slightly.
Would you go watch the video?
Probably.
Yeah. Are you going to go watch the video?
Yeah.
Probably.
Probably forget about it by the time I get home.
All you got to remember is, what was it here again? Yeah, I can't even remember now. Bucket List Bonanza. It's the Bucket List Bonanza, and you are good to go. 13 minutes long.
That's rather shorter than most usual feature films of that nature.
Hey, it was his first time.
On film? Or,
Yeah, no, that's what he says in here. He's like, usually he's like kind of a shy guy, and I'm kind of a nerd who doesn't like to be the center of attention if I can avoid it. But I thought the issues I'm trying to address are so important. I wanted to have the issues talked about in some way. Politics, it's a hard business.
Feels like static coming over. You guys hear that?
It's coming from my mic cable. I think.
Could be. Maybe from me. I don't know. Oh, you know what? I bet it's the wind. Probably picking up a little bit of that. Did it just start?
No, it's been on.
The static just started.
Meh. Maybe it's the cable. Cheap cables. Have to look into getting some new ones. So, anyways, yeah. You guys want to end it on a Pornhub congressman?
I guess so. I mean, that's a pretty way to get out of it.
Yeah.
That's one way to fucking end it. All right. Well, I guess, yeah, we'll call it there. So, everybody have a great week, and, follow us in the usual places. Spotify, Apple, Podbean. We're on YouTube now.
Just not real life.
Don't follow us in real life. Just, follow us online. There we go. Yeah. There you go. Follow us online, not on real life. And, all those usual places. And yeah, like I said, if you get bored and you're on YouTube and you want to listen to an audio only, you can find us on there now. They do get uploaded. I'm not sure how consistently, but they're there. And, Have a great week. We will see you guys next time.
Till next time.
See you.